John Christopher Depp II was born on June 9, 1963, in Owensboro, Kentucky. Johnny Depp is an American actor and producer who has a net worth of $150 million. To date, Johnny Depp's many successful films have grossed over $3.4 billion in America and $8.7 billion worldwide at the box office. He has 3 older siblings. His family moved frequently during his childhood, eventually settling in Miramar, Florida. Depp began playing in various bands after his mother gifted him a guitar when he was 12 years old, eventually dropping out of high school to become a rock musician. His band The Kids relocated to Los Angeles, but split up soon after. Depp then chose to pursue an acting career on the advice of actor Nicolas Cage. Depp's first film role was in the 1984 horror film, A Nightmare on Elm Street. He worked on a few other projects before landing his breakout role in the Fox television series, 21 Jump Street, where he was reportedly paid as much as $45,000 per episode. 21 Jump Street helped Depp gain recognition in the industry. In 1990, he played the title character in Tim Burton's film, Edward Scissorhands. A critical and commercial success, the role established him as a leading Hollywood actor, and also began his long relationship with Burton. Some of Depp's projects throughout the 1990s include Benny and June, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Don Juan DeMarco, Donnie Brasco, Sleepy Hollow, and Chocolat. He earned widespread acclaim for his performance as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Walt Disney Pictures film, Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl, 2003. Depp is also an accomplished musician. He formed the group Hollywood Vampires with Alice Cooper and Joe Perry in 2015, releasing their self-titled debut studio album in September that year. Profession: actor, film producer, musician, film director, screenwriter, and voice actor. Alternate names: J. Depp. Trademark: deep, whispering voice. Dark, intense eyes and highly defined cheekbones. Known for wearing outlandish clothing and numerous tattoos. Frequently works with director Tim Burton. Often stars alongside Helena Bonham Carter. Johnny Depp's height: 175.3 centimeters. You can close your eyes to the things you don't want to see, but you can't close your heart to the things you don't want to feel. If you love 2 people at the same time, choose the second. Because if you really loved the first one, you wouldn't have fallen for the second. Just keep moving forward and don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. Do what you have to do, for you. I don't think of myself as being a celebrity, it's too mortifying. I have a hard time watching myself on screen and it's getting worse. I can't tell whether my work is good or not. Music touches us emotionally, where words alone can't. Music is still part of my life, but I hate the idea of people coming to see me play the guitar because they've seen me in movies. You want people who are listening to be only interested in the music. My body is my journal, and my tattoos are my story. I like the challenge of trying different things and wondering whether it's going to work or whether I'm going to fall flat on my face. Life's pretty good, and why wouldn't it be? I'm a pirate, after all. I think everybody's weird. We should all celebrate our individuality and not be embarrassed or ashamed of it. Me, I'm dishonest, and you can always trust a dishonest man to be dishonest. Honestly, it's the honest ones you have to watch out for. I have this fear of clowns, so I think that if I surround myself with them, it will ward off all evil. I'm shy, paranoid, whatever word you want to use. I hate fame. I've done everything I can to avoid it. My favorite color is black. There's a drive in me that won't allow me to do certain things that are easy. Better to not know which moment may be your last. Every morsel of your entire being alive to the infinite mystery of it all. One day, the people that didn't believe in you will tell everyone how they met you. Crazy people don't know they're crazy. I know I'm crazy, therefore I am not crazy. Isn't that crazy? I hope someday to make you all a cup of coffee. Alright, peace. If someone were to harm my family or a friend or somebody I love, I would eat them. I might end up in jail for 500 years, but I would eat them. I would give everything if I could only keep my family. One of the most beautiful things in the world is seeing a mommy with her kids. There's nothing more beautiful, nothing more sublime. My daughter was asked by a little old lady in a London hotel restaurant what her daddy did. She answered, "He's a pirate." I was very proud of that answer. One of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever gotten in my life was from my mom. When I was a little kid, there was a kid who was bugging me at school, and she said, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you what to do. If the kid's bugging you and puts his hands on you, you pick up the nearest rock. If you had to choose one half of your son, which one would it be?" What kind of a question is that? No need to snap. It was just a question. Love is one of the hardest words to say and one of the easiest to hear. People say I make strange choices, but they're not strange for me. My sickness is that I'm fascinated by human behavior, by what's underneath the surface, by the worlds inside people. You gotta be careful. Don't say a word to nobody about nothing anytime ever. I am doing things that are true to me. The only thing I have a problem with is being labeled. I always felt like I was meant to have been born in another era, another time. When I see someone who just follows their dream and succeeds, and just is basically what they want to do and doesn't have to answer to anyone, obviously not harming anyone, that's great. If you don't like seeing pictures of violence towards animals being posted, you need to help stop the violence, not the pictures. The only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate. What I love to do is paint people's faces, you know, their eyes. Because you want to find that emotion, see what's going on behind their eyes. I made odd noises as a child. Just did weird things, like turn off light switches twice. I think my parents thought I had Tourette's syndrome. Puberty was very vague. I literally locked myself in a room and played guitar. There is nothing on earth that could ever make me want to relive certain years of my life when I was young. There are times when you see how ridiculous is this life, how ludicrous it is, leaving your house every morning and being followed by paparazzi. They say the world used to be bigger. The world's still the same, there's just less in it. If there's any message, it is ultimately that it's okay to be different, that it's good to be different, that we should question ourselves before we pass judgment on someone who looks different, behaves different, talks different, is a different color. I'm attracted to the extreme light and the extreme dark. I'm interested in the human condition and what makes people tick. I'm interested in the things people try to hide. I was always fascinated by people who are considered completely normal, because I find them the weirdest of all. With every part you act, there must be a little of yourself in it. If there isn't, it's not acting. It's lying. If you catch me saying, "I am a serious actor," I beg you to slap me. France and the whole of Europe have a great culture and an amazing history. Most important thing, though, is that people there know how to live. In America they've forgotten all about it. I'm afraid that the American culture is a disaster. On buying a private island, money doesn't buy you happiness, but it buys you a big enough yacht to sail right up to it. You use your money to buy privacy because during most of your life you aren't allowed to be normal. When I met people they said, "You do look like a hobo, but you smell really good." I'm having too much fun today to worry about tomorrow. I think the thing to do is to enjoy the ride while you're on it. The problem is that everybody treats teenagers like they're stupid. I pretty much try to stay in a constant state of confusion just because of the expression it leaves on my face. Tomorrow it'll all be over, then I'll have to go back to selling pens again. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I want to be an old man with a beer belly sitting on a porch, looking at a lake or something. Laugh as much as you breathe and love as long as you live. Breathe. It's only a bad day, not a bad life. People cry, not because they are weak. It is because they've been strong for too long. Lies will get you nowhere, and lies build upon lies. I'm obsessed with the truth.